Okay. Hello, welcome to video 3. The purpose of this video is to reiterate one of the requirements of the project, and that's to dig deeper into the text. And prior to this, we had talked about defining tourism, and we explored deeper a chapter on that. This video is going to look at broadly what we call ethics, and the concept of reciprocal altruism was something that I had gravitated to early in the semester, and as it happens, that I would do a project where the group that tourists seek out, the Amish, have embody really the concept of reciprocal altruism. They're well known for such activities as barn raisings, where we see community members helping a farm family out and building the barn for them. So Fennell, in his review of ethics, talks about reciprocal altruism, and it was fascinating because he proposed the idea that this is an evolutionary trait. Basically, because of survival, we've had to do these good deeds, these acts of these unselfish acts, in hopes of receiving those benefits later, and completely makes sense from a standpoint when we look at earlier societies. And one example is an extreme example of, if you're in a group, and this is early man, you're being raided by a herd of lions or something. That's not something that we have to deal with in our society, but there was severe weather, there was extreme predators, and those threats, I think, pulled people together. They had to do these acts, these unselfish acts, to survive. And I'm not going to dig into the philosophical stuff that I think that we see in today's modern society, but it is apparent, and it does need to be brought up for the main reason that the author Fennell brings that point up. When we live in an age of capitalism and markets and a large industry such as tourism, where money's exchanged, transactions, businesses, and he makes the point where greed and self-interest can is really toxic, and that's an essential understanding, that it could prevent us from reaching our goals of having eco-tourism or sustainable-based tourism when there's too much self-interest. So I'm going to keep the video just kind of around reciprocal altruism. That was what I had gravitated towards, and I don't think it's a concept that's difficult to understand, but the relationships between the ethical imperative, tourism as a large industry, and the role that it plays in the Amish lifestyle kind of just really connects itself well. So read further, and I wanted to end the video on this quote from the chapter, because I think it coincidentally will it talks about some of the things that I get into in the next video. So, but this is in relationship to the write-up that the author does on reciprocal altruism, and here it is. As such, we may live in a world of technology, innovation, and change, but our brains are better designed to live in the other world of solidarity and altruism. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next video.